Hey everybody, it's Captain Kyle, and today we're going back to the age of Transformers Animated, 2007-8ish. And we're going to be looking at Shadow Blade Megatron. A very cool figure from the line, came out towards the end. Kind of hard to find, but we're gonna actually break the sucker out and check him out, see if he's cool. Be right back. So some of you out there may be like, why are you opening up a sealed in package Shadow Blade Megatron? You know, he's worth a good pretty penny, well more than a penny. And the thing is, normally I'd agree, I might keep him in box, especially since I have a regular Megatron of the same mold and regular colors already loose. But the box, I got it at a really good price, but the box is really not in the best of shape. So keeping it in the box with all the crushing, not really worth it. I'd rather take him out and show him to you. So here goes. I just reduced the value right there. So as I'm removing it from the box, I'm getting the impression that it got a little bit wet. The instructions here, yeah, there's been a little bit of water damage. So the figure inside, he looks great, but yeah, definitely some of this damage to the box is from water. In fact, if I want to refer to the instructions, since it's been a while since I've transformed this guy, I think I'm out of luck because I think it has melded into one piece of paper. All right, we're gonna have to get by without instructions. Now, one thing I will say about the Shadow Blade Megatron is that he's got very cool colors. In fact, I might suspect that they were thinking about him being Galvatron in the animated series, but decided not to for whatever reason. Now, he never showed up with these colors to my knowledge, as I recall. I've seen all of animated. I don't remember Megatron ever getting into these colors. And he's got all these plastic things in the back. I was going to undo them carefully, but knives are awesome. Now, one of the interesting things with the animated line as a whole is that Megatron in it was facing off against an Optimus Prime who was voiced by David Kaye, who was Megatron, yes, in the Beast Wars. So, in fact, Mr. K, when they were like, yeah, they want you to come and play Optimus, he's like, you mean Megatron, right? No, Optimus. He was quite surprised. Part of the pain in the ass of the packaging for these, and a lot of Transformers nowadays, is how many friggin' twist ties they put on it, and it can be difficult to get these guys out sometimes. But he's gonna get out no matter what. There he is. Nothing can stop Megatron. Where is that bumbler Starscream? So there he is in all his glory. He does come with two swords. At the moment, he's wielding one quite effectively. He also has a missile that you can put into his rather large fusion cannon. But a very cool bot, very dark in color, hence the shadow part. Cool accessories. Let's check out his posability. Aha! Full Jean-Claude Van Damme. Even with the toes up, pretty much. Now, not everyone liked the animated line. Some thought it was too cartoony, but the toys actually were so much like the characters. Such a cool line. It doesn't really fit with the rest of the Transformers out there. If you were going to do some kind of crossover, you would need to slightly modify, I think, the Transformers animated one to make them a little more realistic looking. But then again, they were in the future on Earth in Detroit, of all places. His arms, well, you can move the arms forward because of his shoulder hitting into part of the copter pieces back here. You can't go fully up. You can go back. You can go to the sides. He kind of bends internally, not a normal elbow, though you can kind of do it that way, and he can kind of flip off Autobots because, you know, he's a Decepticon. If you position it right, you can actually bypass the copter parts in the back and get the arms up. But still, compared to a lot of the newer stuff, not as much arm articulation as you might desire. He can twist a bit at the waist, but not a lot. It's kind of constrained, but it still allows some cool poses. Since his feet can actually move, they're supposed to close, you can actually use those to offset some of the poses. And you can even use his fusion cannon like a walking stick. Because Megatron's like millions of years old. Come on, Sonny! The head can turn, so he can look around for that miserable Starscream. But Professor Sundak, I didn't say I would leave you alive. All right, maybe it's not the best impression of him, but it's best I can do. So very cool in robot mode. and I do like the colors, the shiny purple on the sides. Now the thing is, he is electronic, but the batteries, I fear, don't work. We're gonna replace those batteries, provided I can find where the battery compartment is. So curiously, you have to unscrew the caps for his little jets, and then you can pop open the compartment and take out these batteries, which, while they're dead, I'm sure, have not exploded, so that's good. Sometimes that's a problem with some of these older toys. He just talked. Just spoke to me. I don't know. We'll check it out soon. Relax, buddy. Yeah, probably because I'm leaning on the button. But yeah, very clever and hidden way for the batteries. Teensy weensy screws too. So there he is. Let's hear what else he has to say. Okay, he just laughed at me. It's kind of mean.
Where is the Allspark? Crush the Autobots. Where is the Allspark?
Okay, seems like he has limited phrases, like 3 of them. But there's lights in his chest, so pretty neat overall. His expression is supposed to change when he talks. Doesn't seem to change. You can make his mouth move by moving the sides of his head forward, but yeah, it's not electronic. Despite the box, I'm gonna not return it because I'm gonna keep this really cool figure, but all right. So cool robot mode, and I thought I did a pretty decent job in sounding like him. Where is the Allspark? Crush the Autobots. He's, you know, the voice actor's still much better. All right, let's put him in helicopter mode and check that shit out. Hey. It makes transforming noises. Apparently whether I want it to or not. So there he is as his double-bladed helicopter, and what's cool is when you turn one, it turns the other. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or if there's some other gear. But it makes cool helicopter noises. Now when I hadn't finished transforming him, he was making transforming noises. But now that he's transformed, interesting. So it can sense the state of the transformer and play the appropriate sounds, which I think for, you know, any technology, anytime is pretty cool. Where is the Allspark? Can load in his missile and fire it. Got some force, not the force. Not bad, not that I would be shooting it around because that's how cats get a hold of these things and, you know, never give them back. So overall, a very cool piece, not easy to find. I found this, and it did have a little bit of water damage on the packaging, though the figure is fine, works very well, added the batteries, and it's cool. And what's interesting is if you watch Transformers Animated, the way they transform on there is the way the toys transform, so it's kind of cool to see that. But yeah, this was at Farpoint Toys and Collectibles. Got a little landing gear. I would definitely say if you don't have one of these and you like animated, you should definitely try to find one. Hopefully at a reasonable price. I saw one, I think it was loose for like 200, and I was like, no. And then I got this one boxed and it was less than 100, I think. But the animated line definitely in a class by itself. In fact, I just have one to top filled with just animated. Though I can't fit them all my box ones in there, so that's on another shelf. But you get the idea. It's a very cool line, very cool Transformer. And I will put links to eBay down in the description, so maybe you can find one at a reasonable price. And if you want, you can even call him Galvatron, because I'm pretty sure that's what they were gonna go for. And then said he looks too much like Megatron, there's not enough changes, and we've done it too many times with Armada and Cybertron. So they decided to just call him Shadow Blade Megatron. And he also might retreat. But less often in Transformers Animated. Very cool. Decepticons were badass in that show. Autobots were not quite. Though there were some cool ones. So while you're deciding which version of Megatron you want to get, and obviously the regular Megatron leader class is the same transformation, just different colors. Also a very cool toy, which I have. So you might want to get that one instead of the Shadow Blade, depending on what color scheme you like. But while you're deciding, some other videos over here. Down there's a subscribe button. You can do the subscribe thing. Give us a big like if you like this video. Share, comment, all the stuff. We'll see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.